Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters. Continuing our session from class number 35, we are moving forward to class 36 inshallah, where we're learning about different forms of fa'al. And inshallah, from our previous class, what we learned, we'll be using the verbs today, which is arada and yuridu. So let's begin the class with conjugating arada and get comfortable with this. So we know it is in madi, arada, arada, aradu. They all wanted. Arada means he wanted. Arada, they both wanted. And aradu, all of them males, they wanted. Aradat. So we should be able to identify the fa'al and fa'il. In all the forms, it's exactly the same conjugation. So once we know the pattern, it will be very easy, inshallah. So aradat, she wanted. Aradata, those two female, they wanted. And we know from hunna, when nunun niswa comes, the lam kalima gets sukoon and there's iltaqai sakinaini. This form is changed, the alif is dropped, it changes to aradna. And from aradna, it becomes easy. Aratta, arattuma, arattum, aratti, arattuma, arattunna, arattu, I wanted, and aradna, we wanted. So coming to mudara', so yuridu, he wants. Yuridani, yuriduna, turidu, she wants. Turidani, and again here, because of the iltaqai sakinaini, the alif is dropped and we get yuridna. So then turidu, turidani, turiduna, turidina, you female, you want. Turidani and turidna. Ana uridu, nahnu nuridu. It's I want and we want. It's the most common verb, and today the lesson is based on this verb, and we're going to learn in different situations how we can use this verb, and we're going to learn a few more things, inshallah. So coming to our class, lesson number 16 from Madina book 2, Ad-Darsu Sadisa Ashara. So it's a conversation between father, sons and daughters. So inshallah, today we're going to learn about the masculine verbs. So we'll be discussing learning the discussion between dad and sons today, inshallah. So al-abu, so he says, aturiduna shay'an min as-suq ya abnai. So what is turiduna? It's your فعل مضارع مرفوع بثبوت النون. So noon tells us this is the فعل is مرفوع. فاعل is al-waw. Waw says it is antum. So ta is your alamat mudara'. So we should be knowing everything. So aturiduna. So this is a question. A is your harf istifham, and shay'an is your maf'ulun bihi. Do you want? Do you want anything? Min as-suq ya abnai. So it is directed to his sons. Oh sons, do you want anything from the shopping complex? So ana, say anal ana azhabu ila al-masjidi wa sa'azhabu ila as-suq ba'da as-salati. So it says I. So we know ana mubtada al-an is zarf. I am now going. Azhabu is going. We know azhabu comes with ila. I am going now to masjid. Wow is ataf and sa is your is particle of futurity. Purple mustaqbil. Sa'azhabu. So I will go ila suq ba'da salati. So what did the children say? Al-abna'u. What do they say? Naam. So we know whenever the question starts with a, it is either we need to answer, we need to have a harf jawab. They say Naam. Nuridu ashiya'a kathiratan. So now here nuridu and ashiya'a is your maf'ulun bihi. We want ashiya'a, many things. Shay'un is your singular and ashiya'a is your plural. And kathiratan. So why do we have kathiratan? Because this is jam'u ghayr aqil. So it's treated as kullu jama' mu'annath. It's treated as mu'annath. That's why it's kathiratan, singular, female. So we want many things. So if we just see the word ashiya'a, we're going to learn a little bit more. So the kasiratan is your naat. So ashiya'a comes from shay'un, and the plural is ashiya'u. It's in marfu form. So if you see, it has got single dhamma. So what is a noun with single dhamma? It's called as, we have done in the book 1, it is mamnu' min as-sarf. So it's a diptode, that means it doesn't take any kasra. So we're just going to revise and remind ourselves. So what are the things which are mamnu' min as-sarf, which we have done in lesson number 47 and 48 in book 1 videos. So just a recap. So the feminine proper nouns, they are diptode, they don't take kasra. For example, Aminatu and Zainabu. And masculine names with ta marbuta. So there are three types of masculine names which are diptode. The first type of names is your names, the masculine names you have ta marbuta, Hamzatu and Usamatu. And masculine names which ends with ana, Uthmanu, Ramadanu. So these are the names which are diptodes. Okay, and there are adjective patterns. For example, patterns of feelings like kaslanu, mal'anu, ghadabanu. So these are also diptodes. And again, the masculine names within the pattern of af'alu, like amjadu, ahmadu, anwaru. These are all diptodes. And again, adjective patterns like af'alu, like aswadu, ahmaru. So these are the diptodes. And we got non-Arabic names like Williamu or any non-Arabic names, Ibrahimu, Ismailu, Londonu, Pakistanu, all these are diptodes. So basically the majority of the names are diptodes, feminine names, masculine names with ta marbuta, masculine names with anu, and masculine names with the pattern of afalu. These are diptodes, and we have two adjectives. The adjectives which describe the feelings, kaslanu, rahmanu, and adjectives which describes on the pattern of afalu. And we know non-Arabic names are diptodes. So al-abu, he is asking maza, he is asking individual now. So he asked collectively to all sons. Now he is asking individually. He says al-abu maza turidu ya umaru. So he's telling, what do you want? Turidu means anta. So what do you want? Ya Umar. So again, Umaru is your diptode, mamnu' min as-sarf. So ya is your harfu nida. Umar says, Uridu qalaman. I want qalaman. Qalaman is your maf'ulun bihi. So Al-Abu says, Ama indaka qalamun. Don't you have a pen? So this question is a question asking in negation. This negation is the sentence. So a is your harf istifa, ma is your harf nafi. Indaka, we know inda is zarf and ka is your mudaf ilayhi. These are two words in this. So which is inda is zarf and ka is your mudaf ilayhi. So indahu, indahuma, indahum, indaha, indahuma, indahunna, indaka, indaki, indakuma, indi, indana. So that's your zarf and mudaf ilayhi. Qalamun is your mubtada in this sentence here. So don't you have a pen? That's the question. And whenever we know when there's a question with negation, if the answer is affirmation, we have learned it is answered with bala. So Umar says, bala, indi, I have qalamun azraqu, uridu qalaman ahmaru. So if you just analyze this, so when عندي ظرف مضاف إليه, قلم is your مبتدا, أزرق is your naat, which means blue. We know all the colors always comes as naat because it describes an object, the colors. So he says, and why do we have marfu damma here? Because it is describing a noun which is damma. عندي قلم أزرق. So أريد, so I want what? Then قلما. This qalaman is your maf'ulun bihi, and any color which describing the maf'ulun bihi will be having the same vowel sign. That's why we have qalaman ahmara. So coming to colors, so what we're going to do today is, inshallah, we're going to learn a little bit more about colors, inshallah. So if we give an example of this, which is in English, what we say red pen. And if I bring this example here, which is red car. So one is a masculine object and one is a feminine object. So for both in English, the red remains same. Let's see how it is done in Arabic. So in Arabic, it's written as qalamun ahmaru and sayyaratun hamra'u. So if you see here, for a masculine noun, we can see a pattern, and for a feminine noun is a pattern. So let's see what are these patterns, inshallah. So for masculine nouns, the colors are described, the most common colors, not all the colors, the most common colors are described in a pattern of af'alu. And for feminine, it is in the pattern of fa'ala'u. And both of these af'alu and fa'ala'u are mamnu' min as-sarf, which is dip-toed. But when we are describing the colors for a singular object, if you're talking about one pen and we are describing the color of the pen, so we use these patterns for a singular nouns. So where it's a male, it is af'alu, and if it is feminine, it is fa'ala'u. What about the plurals? So if you have many pens or if you have many cars, do we have different patterns? For both of this, alhamdulillah, there's only one pattern, which is fu'ulun. So even if it is a masculine nouns which are in plurals, they will be in the pattern of fu'ulun, and even if it is a feminine noun which are in plurals, they will be also described in one pattern. But if they are singular, they will be described in a different patterns. Let's do some examples, inshallah. If it is a red color, it will be ahmaru. Red is called ahmaru, and if it is feminine noun, it will be hamra'u. Hamra'u. And for plural, it will be humrun. Plural will be humrun. Blue is called azraqu, zarqa'u, zurqun. Green will be akhdaru, khadra'u, khudrun. Yellow will be asfaru, safra'u, sufrun. And we know white. White will be abyadu, bayda'u. And now we know normally it should be fu'lun. We know ya and dhamma, they don't go together. The dhamma doesn't like to stay with ya. So ya, what it does, it brings kasra. So instead of buidin, it is bidun. It's only for abyadu, it will be bidun. Aswadu, sawda'u, sudun. So these are the color patterns which are masculine, feminine and plurals. So moving forward in the lessons, and he says, now he asks to his other son. So what it says, Maza turidu ya amru. So what do you want? What do you want? So there's a stress in anta here. So the tone changes here. So that's why to identify the change, so we bring another pronoun anta. Ya amru. So we're going to learn about this noun amru and why there is a waw here. The waw is just written, it is not pronounced, it's not amru. We don't prolong it, we don't elongate it, it's just written. So why it is written, we're just going to learn now. So if I bring these names, so these two are two different names, have two different characteristics. So one is a dip-toed and one is a trip-toed. So how do we know one is Umaru and what is another one is Amru? So how do we identify? To clarify this confusion, what is done is a waw is written next to Amrun. So what do we have? We get Amrun. Amrun is a normal trip-toed noun. It is a name most common in Arabic. It's Amrun. And Umarun, it says it has got fatha on the meme, whereas Amrun has sukun. So if there is no vowel signs, there is a lot of confusion, which is who is being talked about. To clarify this, we can bring waw. And Umaru is your dip-toed, which is mansub will be Umara and majrur will be Umara. Whereas Amrun is trip-toed, it will be Amran, whereas tanween, and Amrin. So this wow is written just to clarify. So when we reading, for example, Maza turidu ya Umaru, so we know who is Umar if there are no vowel sounds, and Maza turidu anta ya Amru. So clarify. So now that dad is asking, Maza turidu anta ya Amru. So Amrun, he says, Uridu daftaran. I want a notebook. So Allah asks, أما اشتريت لك دفترا في الأسبوع الماضي. So what's happening here again? It's the same question with negation. So I is harfu istifham, ma harfu nafi. So what is this ishtarayta? So we know from previous class we learned that there are 10 forms of verbs. So this is a form of verb which is form 8, which we'll learn later inshallah. But just to give you a brief example, the verb is ishtara. So what are the additional letters here if you see in blue? So that is the letters which are added. Alif, which is Hamzatul Wasl, and ta. The base form is Shara. That's the base 3-letter verb, Shara. So we add something to make it Ishtara, which means he brought. So if we know from Hunna, when we add Noon Niswa, what happens? This Alif Maksura becomes Ya and it becomes Ishtaraina. So we know from Ishtaraina is Ishtaraita, Ishtaraituma, Ishtaraitunna, Ishtaraitu, which means I bought. And because this Hamzatul Wasl in form 4 we know Arada Yuridu is Hamzatul Qata. So it will be read normally even if a letter comes in front of it. But in Ishtaraitu it is Hamzatul Wasl. So we know the rule of Hamzatul Wasl. When there is letter in front of it, we don't pronounce the sound. So now how do we say this? Amashtaraitu. So we don't pronounce a sound on the alif of mim, and there is no sound on alif of Hamzatul Wasl. So Amashtaraitu, did I not bring, did not buy you, Laka, jar majroor, Daftaran, Fil Usbul Madri, did I not bring you a notebook in last week? So he says, obviously the Amru, this is Amru, he says, Bala. If it is positive, you know it is Bala. Walakinna zaka daftara waraquhu ghayru musattarin. So let's understand this sentence. So we know lakinna is min akhwatu inna. So inna anna ka'anna layta lakinna la'alla. So just remind ourselves, inna has ismu inna and khabar inna, and ismu inna is mansub. If you remember, inna allaha ala kulli shayin qadir. If you remember, so Allah is mansub, the word Allah. So the ismu inna is mansub. So lakinna is also mansub. So what is ismu in lakinna here? It is dhaka. Dhaka is a short form for dhalika, that. So that's the ismul ishara. So we know what comes after ismul ishara. If it has al, it is badal. So zakat daftara. So that is your ismoina, that notebook. But that notebook, and what do we have here? We need to have khabar. So this whole sentence, which is jumlatul ismiya, is your khabar for lakinna. So what is this jumla? Is waraqu is your mubtada, wa huwa mudaf, and who is mudaf ilayhi, and ghayru is your khabar, and wa huwa mudaf, and musattarin is mudaf ilayhi. So waraquhu, the pages of it, ghayru musattarin, or without lines. So he said, but that notebook, the pages of it are without lines. So uridu, I want, daftaran za waraqin musattarin. So let's understand this. So we know uridu fi'l mudari' marfu bidamma, daftaran is your maf'ulun bihi. So what is za? If you just remind ourselves, previously we've done min al asma'ul khamsa. So this za comes from asma'ul khamsa, which is abun, akhun, famun, hamun, and zu. So what is the speciality of these? That when they are coming as a mudaf, the marfu is determined by waw, the mansub is identified with alif, and majroor is identified with ya. So here we have za, because it is coming as a naat. We know zu always comes as a naat. So now here it is describing a object which is mansoob. That's why we have the za is mansoob and the alamatul mansoob is nasb is alif. So I want daftar, I want notebook, that which has za means waraqin. So it always comes as mudaf. So what comes after za is mudaf ilayhi. Za waraqin musattarin. So musattarin here is not that which has lined pages. Lined pages. That's the how it says. So Allah says, Maza turidu anta ya Hisham. So again he's asking Hisham, what do you want, ya Hisham? So our tone, Maza turidu anta ya Hisham. Hisham says, Ana ma uridu shay'an al-an. So in the previous class we just did this. Whenever there is a harf nafi coming with mudari', which means at present. So if he says, Ana la uridu shay'an, that means I don't want anything ever. But he says, Ana ma uridu shay'an. I don't want anything at the moment, al-an. So this ma tells us it is for the current. So Alabu asks, Aina hukal Hussein. So here we know Aina is your to ask questions. Where? This is zarf, but it is for asking question. Where? Akhuka al Hussein. So Akhu is your mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Al Hussein is your badal for Akhu. This is what we need to understand. So whenever the name comes, it becomes a naat. So Hisham says, Huwa fil hammami. So he says, where is Hussein? He says, Huwa fil hammami. Huwa mubtada fil hammami jar majrur shibh jumla khabar. So it says, Maza yuridu huwa. See, so using different pronouns. So if he is not there, so you say yuridu. So single person. So what does he want? Maza yuridu huwa. So Hisham says, Huwa yuridu halawa. Halawa comes from hulwan, which means sweet. Is plurals. He wants sweets. So this is a short lesson, alhamdulillah, where we learned to use different pronouns of the verb arada, yuridu, turidu, uridu, and we've learned a little bit of colors, how we have masculine colors and feminine, and how the plurals are formed. Inshallah, in our next class we will do the feminine nouns and we'll end this lesson, inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.